Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to do a very casual video. I have a couple of new things here. I have a new box I just got in from Colourpop. I have one or two things I picked up from the drugstore recently, and then a couple of old favorites that I've kind of dug out, some of which I've never featured in a video before. So a lot of random but exciting makeup here that I thought we could put on together. We will be unboxing my Colourpop box together. I honestly can't even remember exactly what I ordered other than a couple of palettes, but I did order a couple of other things as well. Should be a fun surprise. I'm excited to have you guys along for the ride. If you are new to my channel, a special welcome to you. I hope that you enjoy this video. If you do, please be sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure that you are subscribed. We do have a lot to get into. I am going to be doing some swatches of the palettes that I got, not to mention the makeup that I still need to apply to my face. So let's go ahead and jump right in. Alright guys, so let's take a look at my Colourpop box together. I did just pop this thing open. Man, they really shove these things full. I do love this Colourpop box. I think it's super, super cute. Let me set it on my desk so you guys don't have to hear the rustle of plastic and paper. Alright you guys, so this is what I have. I did get 3 eyeshadow palettes. I went with the Boudoir Noir. I actually wanted both of these palettes, but they were out of stock of the other one, the pink toned one that came with this one. I also got the Coast to Coral palette. I've had my eye on this one for a while, and one that I'm especially excited about is the That's Taupe palette. I went back and forth between getting this or the Stone Cold Fox palette, which is the really large cool tone palette. Decided to go with this one because I just don't think I need a whole palette full of cool tones. I'd love to know how many of you guys ended up picking up the Stone Cold Fox palette, what you guys think about that one. So let's break into these and just take a look at them. Oh, this one is so cute. I love the packaging of this, the kind of snakeskin print on here that is a little bit, hope you can see it's a little bit foiled. There it is. This looks gorgeous. We'll go through and swatch them in a sec, but I want to open them all up for you guys first. Next is the Coast to Coral palette. This one also I think looks so cute. So here is the color story inside. I feel like this would go really well with what I'm wearing today. I'm going to resist the temptation to match my sweater as much as I would love to with this palette. I'm also kind of getting Sweet Talk vibes with this palette with some of the shades in here. I don't know that I'll have time to compare those two today. Let me know if you guys want to see a comparison of those two palettes. Again, we'll come back and do some swatches in just a sec, but let's go ahead and crack open the one that I think I'm most excited about, and that is the Boudoir Noir palette. Ooh, that looks pretty. Oh, look at that green, guys. You know, my eyes went right to that green. Oh, so pretty. And I love this kind of pukey brown right here. Very pretty. This one does have some lighter tones, which I'm happy to see. I love that it has a very, very dark, looks like a charcoaly kind of cool tone brown, and then a very dark warm brown. So really excited about this one as well. I'm leaning towards, I think for today, as much as that coral palette does look beautiful, I'm kind of thinking, because I'm wearing silver jewelry, maybe of going with the That's Taupe palette or the Boudoir Noir. Let's swatch these first and then I will decide. So here are the swatches of the That's Taupe palette, just so you guys can see how they look swatched on the arm. Very nice. And then next we have the swatches of the Coast to Coral palette. And last, here are the swatches of the Boudoir Noir palette. So before I decide on those two, let me just walk you guys through the other things that I picked up. So I did get 2 more Super Shock shadows. These were on sale for, I want to say like $4 a piece. They were really, really inexpensive. I got 2 more of the lighter shades because I do love my Ladybird shadow so much. So this is the one in Frog. Just swatch it for you guys. This looks a little bit more of a blue tone, like an icy blue toned white, whereas Ladybird is more of a pink toned white. Very, very pretty, very, very sparkly. Then I also got the shade Amaze, and this one looks like it has some more gold in it. Ooh, that looks pretty. There's the shade Amaze, just so you guys can see them. There is Frog. This one's Amaze. Let's go ahead and swatch Amaze. Oh, I love these. Kind of a new convert to the Super Shock shadows. I do have a couple that I picked up a while ago. So this one is not quite as bright. Very nice kind of pinky, fleshy copper is what I would call it. Is like a muted copper. Really pretty. And then lastly, I got 3 lip pencils. So I picked up another one of their Oh Snap lip pencil, which is one of my favorites, but it's getting a little bit low for me. So I grabbed one more. Then I also got 2 new shades. I got the shade... Hey Charlie, I need you to see it.
Well, I need to go potty.
Oh, okay, run up and go potty and I'll meet you up there, okay? Then I picked up 2 new shades to me. I got the shade Beeper and the shade Little One. So let me just pull these out and show you guys how they look. They look identical in their cap color, nearly. Let's see how they swatch. All right, so here is the shade Little One. Okay, that's pretty. That's gonna be beautiful today with the lip product I picked out. Probably try one of these new ones with my look today. I already know that I love the shade Oh Snap. And again, this is the shade Beeper. Ooh, that's pretty. This has a little bit more of like a cool undertone. It is a little bit deeper. Very pretty. Reminds me a lot of Mac Whirl. I feel like I say that all the time. So many of the lip liners that I swatch, I'm like, that reminds me of Mac Whirl. And they're never exactly the same. So let's just see. I'm always curious to find one that is an identical dupe because that is one of my favorite lip liners. Let's just try. I feel like this one's going to be a little bit darker. Yeah, it's definitely darker. Close though. So we'll definitely be dipping into one of these today. Let me go ahead and swatch Oh Snap for you guys just so you can see how it compares to the other two that I got. So here is the Oh Snap liner. And there it is right there. Remember this one was Max Whirl. So here is Oh Snap. It reminds me a lot of this one, just not quite as dark. So those are all the things I picked up from Colourpop. Let's go ahead and get into the rest of my makeup application. I do already have foundation on. Today I put on my Wet n Wild Dewy foundation. Also put on my Dior concealer in the shade 1W. I do also have some eyebrow product on. I have the Colourpop Brow Boss pencil, and then I have actually a powdered eyeshadow in my brows. This thing is super old. You can't buy this anymore. It's from e.l.f. It's one of their single shadows from forever ago in the shade Pebble. One of the best colors for my eyebrows ever if you're into powdered brows. Haven't actually done a powdered brow for a while, but I forgot how much I love this color. It's perfect for me. It's so unfortunate they don't make that anymore. All right, guys, so let's jump into the eyes first. So that means I need to make a decision. Oh boy. I'm kind of feeling both of these today. I don't think I want to do a green look. I've done a couple of green looks recently, so I'm kind of thinking either more of like the taupey silvery browns in here, or I could just go with the That's Taupe. I think I'm going to save this for like a Christmas look and do a Christmas look with it. Let's go with the That's Taupe palette today. So stay tuned, you guys. I will come back and do a look with this palette. I know there's probably a good chance a lot of you picked this one up because it was part of their Christmas collection. So we're going to use my Nabla brushes today. So I'm going to start off by going in. Let's go with this kind of, actually let's start with this lighter tone in here. This is the lightest matte shade in the palette. It's the shade Boa. Oh, Mandy. Very pretty soft shade. Ooh, I do love that. So I would love to know how many of you guys bought makeup for yourselves during the crazy, crazy, amazing sales that have been going on. It's kind of overwhelming. If you are someone that has a makeup budget and does occasionally like to buy some makeup for yourself this time of year, it's hard to be selective, right? When you can't buy it all. Not that I really actually want to buy it all because that would just overwhelm me, but makes it hard to make decisions on where to put your money when there's so many good sales out there. So I ended up getting a few things from Colourpop. I did end up getting a couple of things from Sydney Grace. And I ordered some things from Flower Beauty, actually. So I kind of have some random things that I ended up picking up. All right, that is so pretty. Now let's go in with this brush right here. It's just a small blending brush. And I want to go into this shade right here, which is kind of a nice soft gray purple. Really pretty color. I'm gonna go back in with, actually, let's go with this brush right here. So this is the first brush I went in with. This one's just a little bit smaller, little bit stiffer. I'm going to take that same shade right there. I want to kind of build this up on the outer half of the lid. I might do not a cut crease. I don't think I really even know exactly what a cut crease is, but I do want to use a little bit of concealer on the inner part of my lid just to make my inner corner kind of nice and bright and pop. That's not something I do very often, but it's been a long time since I've done a look like that. And now I want to go in with this dark brown in the corner, and I'm going to go back to that small brush, and we're going to just apply this in my crease, like just in my crease. I just want to create some definition in my actual crease. So I No, I've mentioned for you guys, I am planning to do 12 days of Christmas on my channel, which basically means I'll be uploading a video every single day starting next Monday up until Christmas. I hope it works out okay, you guys. I filmed a couple of my vlogs, like our Christmas kind of vlogs. I've learned in the last few days as I've been filming for that I suck at vlogging. I figured it would be an easy transition, like filming down here with my makeup collection wouldn't be that different than just filming in my actual house, around my kids, around my family. Apparently it is very different because I seem to turn that camera on and it's like I've never been in front of the camera before and I don't know what to say or what to do, and I sound and look like an idiot. Sure you guys are very excited to watch it now, aren't you? Way to sell it, Mandy. Way to sell it. Hopefully it turns out okay, because I honestly felt like a fish out of water. I don't know. Maybe it's a different skill set than filming makeup videos, like filming vlog lifestyle kind of videos. But I will say this, the Christmas decorations in my house look extra spectacular this year. Hopefully that comes across on video. And if not, that's fine. I'm not trying to impress anybody, but I don't know. It was just harder than I thought it would be. I thought it would be natural at vlogging because I feel so comfortable down here doing makeup videos, which was not always the case, by the way, when I started my channel. It was very awkward and very uncomfortable, and I feel like I've gotten kind of settled into like a comfortable place, and I thought that would just transfer over to vlogging. But honestly, anytime I turned that camera around and was like, hey, crap, like I didn't know what to say. It was just really weird and awkward. So oh boy, I hope I can salvage something that's entertaining for you guys to watch. And now I hope that you guys will watch it despite my efforts to convince you not to watch it. I don't know, watch it with an attitude of like, oh, bless her heart for trying something different. Ooh, that is really pretty. It gives me very Natasha Denona glam vibes, just with those matte shades that I've worked with so far. Super pretty. I'm excited about this one. Alright, so let's go ahead and add just a little bit of concealer to my lid. I'm just going to take the same concealer I used on my face. This is the Dior Forever Skin Concealer. So I'm just putting a little bit on the back of my hand. I'm going to tap my finger into it, and I'm just going to put this on the inner half of my lid. I probably should use a brush. I'm going to actually use this brush right here. This is from BH Cosmetics. Kind of just a flat sort of concealer type brush. And I'm going to tap that. Actually, I think I have one of these in the Nabla collection. That's okay though. And just with a clean finger, I'm kind of tapping out this edge right here. Now I'm going to add just a little bit more. I do have a funny story to share with you guys though. So when we went to cut our Christmas tree down on Saturday, so we do every year, we get a permit, we go out into the wilderness, and we have a spot that we've been going for the last couple of years. This is our 4th year cutting down a real tree, and every year we have forgotten something. So the first 2 years we forgot our permit. It seems like we forgot something last year, but we figured it out really quickly, I think, before we had left. But this year, we were about 35 minutes away from our house on our way to the area that we were going to cut the tree down, and my husband looks at me, or no, I looked at my husband, I said, did you get the axe? And he looks over at me and he's like, no. So we turn the car around, go back home another 35 or 40 minutes, and we pull into our driveway. My husband gets out of the car, goes into the garage, then he walks back to the car. He has this look on his face and he says, I did have the saw. It was in my toolbox that is in the back of the truck. So we had it the whole time, thought we forgot it. So we basically had like a false alarm, forgot something. It took an extra hour and a half of our morning. It was kind of hilarious actually. And then here's a perfect example of why I think I felt a little self-conscious about vlogging. We're driving in the car, I turn the camera on, my son Wesley is sitting next to me, and I was like, Wes, what just happened? And my other boys, so Wesley is 10, and then I have 2 older boys. They're 14 and 17, and they very much act like teenagers. And so they're laughing in the backseat, like sniggering under their breath, sort of. And I turn the camera off and I look back at them. And so they were basically mocking me. So they had the little, like, their hands out like they were fake vlogging. And they were like, oh, we forgot the saw. LOL, that's what the scrapbook's gonna say. And they were just laughing, making fun of me. And I was just like, ugh. That's so true though. Honestly, you guys, if you have teenage boys, you'll know what I'm talking about. So we're gonna go in with this color right here. This is the light shimmery kind of silver. It's the shade Slated. I think I need glasses, you guys, which by the way, I do have an eye appointment tomorrow. My husband went out of his way to set up an eye appointment for me, actually for my son as well. And my son came home and he needs glasses too. And a part of me was like, Do we really need glasses, or are you just trying to make some money off of us? I don't know. I don't know. If you're in the eye industry, let me know if this happens. Like, do they give glasses out pretty freely? Kind of like when a dentist, and I know this because I actually have a dad that's he's very ethical in the way that he does dentistry. Like, he only well, okay, he doesn't do it anymore, actually. He just retired, but he doesn't feel a filling unless it absolutely needs to be filled. But there's a lot of dentists nowadays that do like preventative sort of fillings. So if a tooth looks like it's starting to have a cavity, they'll just fill it anyways. I wonder if the same thing happens with eye doctors. I don't know. Let me know. I don't mean to like disparage anyone that is in the dental or eye industry. Where is this conversation going? All right, back to the eyes. Okay, so I'm just gonna kind of take a clean finger and kind of tap out this edge right here. That is looking really, really pretty. So I kind of want to smoke out my lower lash line. This is not something I often like to do. I just don't think it looks very good on me, but I want to try something a little bit different. So I'm leaning towards using one of these two shimmery shades. Oh, those are both pretty. Let's use the darker one. I feel like it's not quite as foiled, which actually works a little bit better for smoking the lower lash line, because sometimes I can find if something's too foiled, it emphasizes the lines that I have under my eyes pretty severely. So hopefully this will be a little bit more forgiving. Brown. I actually want to go in with let's do a gel liner today. Actually, let's go in with this one right here. This is from Pretty Vulgar. I do really love this gel liner. And I'm gonna just apply a little bit of a wing. So I do have a couple of other fun vlogs planned for my 12 days of Christmas. I hope they go a little bit. Again, I don't want to say it didn't go well. I haven't edited the video yet. Maybe it will be okay, but I hope I get a little bit more used to vlogging, because I think it could be fun. But most of the videos that will go up in my 12 days of Christmas will be makeup related. So in case you're not interested in vlog type videos, just be aware there will be plenty of makeup videos for you guys as well. So should be a lot of fun. I'm really excited about it. I want to go back in with this color right here. I haven't used this one yet. This is kind of a light tan. It has a little bit more brown in it. I want to apply that just kind of above where I put those other colors, just to add a little bit of warmth here to my lid. Okay, I feel like that makes a big difference. Like, I love a cool toned eye, but sometimes I think just having like something really soft that adds a little bit of warmth really, I don't know, it just looks good. Like, it makes it look a little bit more inviting. I don't know the right word. Just to add that touch of warmth. Alright, so now let's add some mascara. So today I got out my Milani Highly Rated Mascara. I'm at a couple of coats of this, and then we'll be right back with you guys, and we'll finish off with the face and the lips. Alright, you guys, here are the finished eyes. I do want to add just a little bit of this shade right here, the Super Shock in the shade Frog, to my inner corner. So I'm going to let me try this little brush right here. This is from the Nabla collection. It's just a really kind of stiff, but also fluffy, small smudge kind of brush. I'm going to try popping that on my inner corner. Okay, that looks really nice. Now let's move on to, let's do the cheeks next. Before I do that, I do want to just kind of start prepping my lips. So I got this the other day from Walmart. I actually got this in a grocery order. I added one of their lip scrubs. So I do the Walmart pickup service, which, by the way, if you haven't done, it is a lifesaver, especially during this whole COVID thing. But I had ordered one of their lip scrubs, but they didn't have it in stock. So they did a substitution and gave me one of their lip balm treatments. I think it's super, super cute. And it smells so, so good. It's like a kind of like a sweet grapefruit kind of scent. I really like it. I've been pretty impressed. So we're just going to add this and let it kind of soften up my lips a little bit, because I am going to be using a liquid lipstick today. So let's now add some bronzer. For my bronzer, I want to go into my butter bronzer. I'm just going to take that on this Aesthetica brush right here. Hopefully this isn't too warm. As pretty as this eye look is, though, there's a part of me that is like, man, that coral palette would have looked amazing with my new sweater. I picked this sweater up last week at Ross. Were we in Ross? Yes, I was in Ross with my mom. We were buying wrapping paper, actually, of all things. And I saw this sweater on the clearance rack. Happens to be a maternity sweater. But I wasn't about to let that stop me from buying a cute sweater that was at a discounted price. So yeah, $10 this sweater. I think it's so cute. The little cuffs, the collar. It did have some buttons on it that I took off. I just felt like they were a little too much, especially if you want to wear jewelry. But yeah, the front is cut like lower than the back, which is why it's a maternity sweater. So I just do a little bit of like the little French tuck and no one's the wiser. All right, so for my blush, I want to use a combination of Juicy Pink blushes. So I'm going to use these two shades right here. I have the shade Guava and the shade PK04. So I'm going to just add a little swatch on the back of my hand of each of these. There's PK04. Here we have Guava, one of my favorites. Oh, I feel like this is going to be a really pretty combination with this shirt. Again, with the shirt, Mandy. If not with the eyes, then let's do it with the cheeks or the lips. So I'm just kind of trying to mix those together. And then I'm going to just add a little touch of those to my cheeks, just not so as not to waste the product that's actually on my finger. And then I'm going to take my favorite liquid blush brush. This is the Luxie Duo Fiber Powder Brush, and I'm just going to start stippling that in. I know it looks a little crazy at first. This is one of those blushes that it takes a minute for it to like really soak into your cheeks and look more natural. The pigment gets a little bit too high, you can always kind of tap it out. I am going to go in with the back of my beauty sponge and just tap that around the edges. I like to do this most of the time. I use either a cream or a liquid blush because I just feel like it makes it look a little bit more seamless just by taking away any edges that didn't get blended as well. Hopefully that's softening up a little bit. I think that is so pretty. I love that color. All right, let's go into highlighter. And for highlighter today, I don't think I've ever used this on camera. So this is from Nars. This is their Liquid Illuminator in the shade Coco Cabana. So this was actually a really sweet Christmas gift from a really sweet subscriber who, by the way, has a YouTube channel. Her name is Natalia Lavrova. She is so adorable. You guys need to check her out. I'm going to link her channel. I'm going to link her right here for you guys. I will link her channel down below. She needs more subscribers, so I wanted to take this opportunity to send you guys over there because I feel like her channel deserves a lot more subscribers than she actually has. And trust me, you guys, I remember being in that boat for the first couple years of my YouTube channel where you work and work and work, and it's really hard to get yourself noticed on YouTube because the YouTube algorithm is not very friendly to newcomers. Just kind of how it works. But I highly recommend you checking her out. She has a lot of really fun content over there. So go check out Natalia. Let her know that I sent you. I actually have been meaning to do a video where I talk about some of my favorite, more underrated YouTube creators. And I just have not gotten around to doing that video yet, you guys. I feel like I am always behind my list of videos I want to make for you guys. I can never keep up with it. So that is something I hope to get to in the near future. But there's that highlighter. It does have kind of a strong pink undertone to it, but it is really pretty. It has a really pretty subtle kind of sheen. All right, let's move on to the lips. I want to start off with the lip liner. Let's go in with this one. This is the shade Little One from Colourpop. I do really love the texture of the Colourpop lip liners. They're super creamy. I actually want to add just a little bit of the darker shade. We're going to try this and just really lightly apply it kind of to the corners. I've never done something like this. I've seen other people do it and it looks really nice. We'll see how I like it on myself. I have a hard time lining this outer part of my lip. I don't like when it looks too big. Let's go ahead and add the liquid lipstick. So for that, I'm taking this right here. This is from Maybelline. This is one of their matte ink Superstay liquid lipsticks. I do really love these. I love this shade. This is the shade Loyalist. Let me swatch it for you guys really quick. Really good nude. It's like a perfect nude for me. And it's light without being too light. One thing I find with this formula though is I really think it works best if once you apply it and kind of rub your lips together, it helps to take a finger and just really press it in, especially if you have a lot of lines in your lips, because I find it can kind of settle. Alright, so I've kind of let that dry for just a minute, and now we're going to add a little bit of gloss. And for gloss today, I'm going to take my Ofra lip gloss in the shade Millie. This is in the Samantha March duo. I love that duo, by the way, and I love this gloss. It is so sparkly and beautiful. I'm just going to put it kind of in the center. Alright you guys, and that I think completes this makeup look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you enjoyed watching me use a couple of these new palettes from Colourpop, as well as a couple of old makeup products that maybe you have not seen make an appearance before. As always, if you guys have any thoughts on any of the products that I used today that you would like to share, I would love to hear them down below. Stay tuned if you guys want to see these palettes make an appearance in a video. Let me know which one you're most excited to see. I will very likely do sometime during December like a Christmas look with this palette because it just feels very, it's kind of Christmas vibes to me. The golds and the greens I just think would make could make several actually really beautiful Christmas looks. So I will try and get to this one soon, but let me know if you guys also want to see the Coast Coral palette make an appearance in a video, or maybe even a comparison with this and the Sweet Talk palette, because again, I feel like on first glance I do see some similarities in these. So let me know if that's something you guys would be interested in. But that is all for today's video. Hope you guys are all doing well. Hope you are enjoying getting ready for Christmas and the holiday season. Let me take this chance to remind you one more time to subscribe to my channel before you leave, and make sure your notifications are turned on so you don't miss out on the videos I have coming up. I am very excited to share those with you guys. But that is it for now. Thank you guys again. I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye. Okay, I'll come fix it.
You have to come up.
I will. I'll come up and show you. Say hi.
Hi.
Cutie pie. Hey, did you put up our Christmas tree yesterday with me?
Hey.
Yeah.
Why do you put paper up there?
Yeah, that looks weird, huh? That's kind of weird, Mom. Okay, say bye, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Okay, I'll come fix it. Ask me how many times I've dropped my phone in the toilet. Yes, because I had it in my back pocket. Twice. It's happened twice.